Hi everyone, my name is Craig from Asia for Animals Coalition. This International Macaque Week, we are bringing you a series of short anecdotes from macaque people all over the world, all about macaques. Stay tuned for today's episode.
Okay, hello. So my name is Amanda. I'm the SMAC and MAC coordinator for AFA Coalition, and I'm based in Indonesia. And I want to tell a bit stories about the macaques and how incredible they are. So one of the stories that I have, and it's quite memorable, and it's a recent event, is that I joined a release event organized by Jaan and some other organization, and there are like lots of volunteers there, and I am one of them. It was held on 14th of February, so it was like a Valentine Days. It's like, the love for macaque and the love that macaque will bring to us. That's like the topic and the agenda of that time. So it was held in East Java. It's like uh 8 hours train from my place, and I went there with one of the organization from Jogja. It was Animal Friend Jogja. It was with the co-founder, Mbak Angelina. So four of us went there and joined the other team. So we stay at like a government place for a day, and then the next day the macaque came with the team from Cikole, is in another side of Java. So if you doesn't know where Java is, it's like the one of the most populated area in Indonesia, and there's like West Java, Central Java, and East Java. So the macaque is from West Java, and they need to transport through East Java for the release event. So what I want to, the most interesting thing that I remember is because this is like my second release event that I joined. Before it was like a release for bird, it was for eagle, but this is for macaque, for primate. This is like my first time. So the most important thing is because, primate is so aware of the surrounding. They're really cheeky. So they are being kept in a box for the transport, and it was well ventilated. So we need to go to the island for the release, and to go to the island we need to go with a boat. So we need to put what is it, like a floaty for the transport bags, transport cage, so all the macaque will be safe if there's anything could happen, in the sea. So that's one thing that I was like, oh, okay, so this is really well prepared. There are like 40 macaques that need to be released, so there are like 40 cage, and all the macaques were given regular check with the vet. One of the vet is asking all the volunteers to also help checking all the macaque, if because macaque are cheeky, so they're like trying to get out from the box, and just they're being, because there are like a lot of people there, and they're hearing the sea sound. So it's it's quite, I don't know what I feel that time. I feel like, oh, okay, they're not, they're being, I can't wait to go to the forest. It's something like that. They're like really want to go out and just like running around, something like that. And everyone is so excited with that. They're like, okay, just be patient, we'll get you there. Everyone just having this same mindset, and they are, just want to go out and just be free in the forest. So it's quite quick process. So it's because we went there in the early morning. It's like 5 o'clock, so the sun is not up yet, and then we went to the island. And after we get there, we separate into three teams. One of the teams is go to the other side of the island, and the two teams is go to the top of the mountain to the site release of the macaque, because there's like a habituation cage, like a big cage for socialization before they are ready to be released on the several days. So yeah, we went there with like one person, just uh, get the transport cage like in a backpack. Is because macaque are quite heavy. Of course, they're like ready to release macaque, so they're already like a teenage adult uh, age. So they're like maybe 10 kgs, 8 kilograms. So it's quite heavy, but everyone is, ready to already, be prepared to have this mindset that they are going to have this effort to help the macaque to be released in the wild. So yeah, it's quite steep. The journey is quite exhausting, but everyone is having this positive energy. Everyone is just like encouraging, like, you know, when we see each other, like, okay, we can do this, we can do this. We'll get there, we get there. We'll get this macaque out in the wild because there's like a name on the case. So we are always like, Yanto, please be patient. Like one of the macaque is named Yanto. So, we are like trying to talk with the macaque, like, we'll get there, we can do this together. It's like a really good energy, even though, the the journey is not easy because it's a uninhabited area. It's natural place, so it's not it wasn't supposed to be for human to go there. So yeah, that's expected. And once we went there, we're like preparing the habituation cage, like preparing for the food inside the cage and everything, and the vet checking the macaque, everything is ready. And everyone need to like kind of hide so we didn't distract the macaque, so they can just go into their desired final place in peace, in their natural way, without distraction from human being. So yeah, one by one the macaque is going out from the cage. This is, I think, because macaque is such a social primate. They have this social dynamic, like, when sometimes in one social group, if one macaque is not there, then it's not balanced. So because this is like just one by one case, that you can see that there is some imbalance for a temporary time. It's really interesting because when the last macaque was coming out, it was the alpha male. It was just everyone is just like looking at the alpha male. The alpha male name is Yanto in my group at that time, and all the macaque is just looking at Yanto and then just calm, and all the balance is coming back, and they're being playful again because before Yanto coming up, it was like they're like because before they're in the sanctuary, maybe they're in a big cage, and now they're in the wild. So it's different dynamic. It's a new environment. So they're like running around and stealing other macaque food. But when Yanto came, it was just like everyone just silent and looking at Yanto with, admiring Yanto. So yeah, it was really nice experience. And, the exhausting part, everything just feels worth it. The 2 hours walk means nothing. 2 hours walk and 10 kilos backpack is means nothing when you can see them, running around in happiness. So yeah, I think that's a really, really nice experience. And also, seeing lots of volunteers and all these stakeholders, government, uh, and also public also helping with the release effort is also really, because we have this agenda at that time also, like, free the topeng monyet, or the monkey as entertained in Indonesia. So everyone is kind of, if everyone there, like the public, know this topeng monyet is there in Indonesia, and in East Java is also like quite a lot of people who work as a topeng monyet. And to know that a lot of people like supporting this event is really nice feeling. It's like just everything is like worth it. Like all the, because of course they're like a rehabilitated macaque, so all the release and the rehabilitation and the release event that is also quite exhausting is like worth it. And the doctor also tell me, the Dr. Janipa, she is the one who bring the macaque from West Java to East Java. She's the one with the macaque in a truck for, I don't know, maybe like 12 hours in the truck. And yeah, she told me like this is the best feeling ever when you go into the wild and release the macaque. And yeah, I feel that before when I was working with a bird. It was eagle. So it's kind of the same, but with eagle they didn't really show, like uh emotion like the closeness with you, something like that. But with primate, with macaque, you can really feel like, you can see their eyes, they're like shining, and the curiosity when they're like coming out from the cage.
Whether it's sharing a post on social media, organizing a fundraiser, or simply learning more about macaques, every little bit helps. So, let's unite to raise awareness and empathy for macaques globally. International Macaque Week.